I've been involved in martial arts for over 35 years. I've been understanding and studying the system of Wing Chun for 27 years. I've been teaching Wing Chun for over 20 years now. Wing Chun is the kind of system that develops your hands, the body, the mind. It develops the leg. It gives you power to be able to push out strength that you thought you didn't have that you can use in everyday application. Street fighting techniques. Wing Chun is a very effective fighting techniques on the street. Self-defense, moves that would help you develop certain parts of your body, mind and soul and spirit. I developed an interest in martial arts at a young age. I was a fan of Bruce Lee's. I really enjoyed his movies. I tried to imitate him in the way I came up in life. Kung Fu, uniforms, wearing hats, things like that would help me understand the martial arts. He was a good fighter, he was an excellent trainer, and I really liked and enjoyed the way he presented himself on screen and off screen. So I took the Wing Chun system and I wanted to develop it and make it better. So I understood what was going on there, and I tried my best to become the best sifu that I could become. This is from the system, the Siu Nim Tau system, which is the first form in the Wing Chun system. The first form is the empty hands form of the Wing Chun. What I call this is help to develop the sensitivity and the speed and the timing in Wing Chun. It's called the punch drill. Punch drill starts off and to teach you how to control your hands, move your hands, and have more ability to understand where the person is going with their punch. So the first you start off with a punch. Okay, we start off with the pak sao, the tongue sao, the gum sao, chung kyu, right? And he does the same thing. 4 different movements that helps you to develop your timing, your sense of direction, and your line. Now, if I wanted to stop and change, I control the bottom arm, I control the top arm, and now I cut to the other side. Okay, he begins. Pak sao, tongue sao, chung kyu. Now that's in a slow motion. Again, I change my grip, my changing. Okay, so this is my punch towards his face. He catches it with a pak sao. I have the bottom hand, which is a chung kyu, pushing him down. Have control here. The ideal is I want to control the line. I want to control his punches. So based on this is teaching you how to develop speed, timing, sense of awareness, and direction. How far am I apart from this young man before I have to hit him? So he throws the punch. Now I know the distance. So I punch, and now I know my distance. If I want to change, I'll catch him here. All right? If I want to change again, I'll do a fok sao right there. And now all of that is to develop into the Siu Nim Tau system. Now what I'm going to do is make an advanced movement from the punch drill. The punch drill was delivered this way first. Okay, now I'm going to show you in a real application if he's really on the street and he decides to punch me, if he's punching. So if he's in a fighting stance and I'm in a fighting stance and he begins to try to punch me, from that punch drill, let's go. There's my pak sao, all right? And if he goes back again, he tries to punch me again, there's my tongue sao, all right? And again, if he punches me one, there's my pak. He punches again, there's my tongue. All right? Without me even moving, not even stepping. Now, I have the advantage because I have the second line. He can't punch from there because I already block his hand. So I'm trying to eliminate him from using that punch. So from the punch drill is 1, 2, and then 3. All right? Or again, if it's 1, 2, then 3. Then I block in and can trap his hands. So the idea behind the punch drill is speed and timing. So if this man decides to punch me, boom, I'm already there. That's the timing, that's the speed. If he punches me again, I do a tongue sao here. If he punches me again, I trap his hands. So he can't use both his hands. I can push him, or I can go in with a finger jab to the throat, and then finger jab him to the face, and then push him out the way. So the idea behind the punch drill, that's the application. That's the movements from the punch drill on a street fighting technique level. This is the first section of the Wing Chun system. It's called Siu Nim Tau, little ideal. You do this deal and you capitalize on it with the applications. And usually it begins off like this. Other teachers do it differently, some teachers do it the same, but it's all based on the same skill level. Now you can do this slow or you can do it fast. The idea behind it is as you do this, you're breathing naturally. So as I'm coming out with a tongue sao, hyung sao, wu sao, I'm still breathing naturally. That's the first section of it. Second section. And that's the complete form of the Siu Nim Tau. Yes. So what I'm going to demonstrate now for those people out there is how effective Wing Chun is in the streets. How you can be able to develop the Wing Chun system. We work on angles. We break down people by their body angles. We have 1, 2, and 3, hips, elbows, and knees. So if he was in a fighting stance, okay, and he was in a fighting stance, and he began, just like he's on the street, and this guy decided to want to take him out. It's in slow motion. You want to show you from a tongue sao movement to an angle movement to bring him down to defeat your opponent. So he begins to punch from a tongue sao, stepping, hitting from the hip, breaking him down, and then choking him out. Okay, bring him down from the body. Now you say, okay, fine, but that's I telegraph. He threw his punch out there. But if he do the punch fast, the same thing. He steps around him to get around the angle of the body so he can eliminate him and he can't use that other fist. Okay, back again. So begin to hit fast. Boom, and he breaks him down. And this is what I call using a tongue sao movement to a stepping movement, changing, directing, redirecting, and also he can do it with a pack sao. So if his backhand wants to hit it instead of the front hand, he does it with a pack sao, and he steps in the same time. Okay, this time he want to eliminate the back. He'll hit him from the front. So the pack sao will hit him from the lead hand, backhand, into his position here. So now he's moving forward in his area here, and he's not behind him. Okay, got it? This is from a basic beginner's class. How we teach you how to do a pack sao and a tongue sao. If he throws a punch, the pack sao is delivered at the wrist. Okay, that way it's developed to where he can have more sensitive, where he have more control. Sometimes we do it from here, sometimes we do it from here. We call this our first gate, second gate, third gate. The pack sao delivery. Punch again, and then pack sao. Punch again, pack sao. Now help this is to develop to where he controls the line. He controls the center of the line of the punch. He's not punching over here. He's not punching here, catching it here. He's punching straight in the center, and he's blocking it right there in the center. Some guys may always go all the way to the side so he can have that line here, but he can't punch that much. I started Wing Chun under the sifu Hawkins Chun. Hawkins Chun was descended from Yip Man, who was our grandmaster in the system. Hawkins was a good friend of Bruce Lee for a long time, and Bruce Lee moved back to Hong Kong. Hawkins Chun is also familiar with other systems in the martial arts. And he's going to break this board from the fingers. Straight on, okay? Hold on. Make it really tight. And you gotta use this hip on this as much as possible.
Yeah.
Give it up, let's give it up. Come on. We still love you. When we see each other as Kung Fu people, what we do sticky hands. And sticky hands is a way of saying, like, I'm going to see how much energy you can control, and I'm going to see how much energy I can control without killing each other. You know what I'm saying? But it's all based on just energy, how we control energy. And it could be a small guy, tall guy, it doesn't make a difference, but it's all about stance, structure, and energy. So, based on that, we're going to do something called Chi style. All right? So this is just what we call rolling, all right? When I roll, I can either attack or he can attack me. But if I attack him, then he strikes. If I try to break it, then he blocks. So the idea behind this, if I get into a real fight and I throw a punch at him, that's what we call tongue style. Now you notice I was teaching you guys how to do what is close combat. So if I'm walking up to Bill and say, Bill, what's up, cuz? What's your name, man? I throw a punch at him. He steps to the side. You notice he grabbed my hand, right? Now, where's his other hand? Right here in my face. All right? So this is the difference. So if I throw a hook punch at him, okay? I throw a hook punch, he blocks it from this side here. All right? So blocking from this side here is what we call a simultaneously block and punch. So if I hook punch him, he blocks it, and at the same time, he has this hand here to defend, or across there to defend. Now, even if I have this other hand right here, you're saying, well, he got his other hand, he can shoot a punch. So if I shoot a punch at this hand, naturally I will if I'm in the street, right? I'm not going to sit here and let him just block my hand. I punch him to the other side, immediately he blocks there, and he can break my hand right there. So he breaks my hand here, he steps in, closes the gap so I can't do anything, and he takes my feet out. Now see, while my hand, and my mind is telling me he has my hand on trap, his mind is already at my feet. So that's what we do in Wing Chun. It's called a deception. We call it like, he throws a punch at me, I block it immediately, right? Here. I can come across this way and hit him, and I can take his leg out. See, I'm making him think here when I'm already here. So that's the ideal between Wing Chun. We try to show each other that the energy flows in each other here. So both our hands have to be evenly. We can't have too much weight down here or too much weight up here. If I cross this line right here, automatically he knows to take my center. He automatically takes my center. This is what we call the center line theory, okay? We have three lines in the first Chi style. 1, 2, and 3. We have the first line, second line, and the third line. This is the softest part of your body, this line here. Your eyes,
your nose, your mouth, your chin, your throat, your solar plexus, and your gluteus. That's the softest part of this front of your body. The second line is here. The softest part is the neck, underneath the armpit, the hips, the knees, and the ankles. That's the softest part of the second line of your body in physics. The third softest part of your body, if it turns around here, the back of the neck, right here, the spinal cord, and the tailbone. You ever kick somebody in your tailbone and like, ouch, you know, dang, that hurts, you know, and that really hurts, okay? So if we're rolling, we're understanding energy. So if I try to attack him with my right hand, boom, right here, here's his stop. Now where's his hand at? This is called my Wu Sao. If I try to hit him with this hand here, he begins to block it this way. So what if I try to go uppercut? Then he blocks it that way. You got me? So now he's defending and attacking at the same time because he's not just going to sit there and hold his pressure. If I'm holding pressure, he's going to let it go. All right? And he's going to break. This is what we call sticky hand. I'm sticking with him to understand energy. All right? So if I decide to come out to hit him, he blocks me right there. Now if he wants, he can take my arm out right here and then break it. You know what we just did? He took my arm, twisted it. After he broke my arm, he broke my neck. So he hit me in 3 different places. It's what we call simultaneously a blocking punch, a blocking strike. So all of our energy is always flowing forward. We're always coming forward. We're always coming forward. We're always coming forward. When we roll, we're not rolling and going backwards. When we fight, we're constantly putting pressure on the person. Boom, 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 boom. Constantly put pressure on that person because that person is not expecting that. Okay? This is what we call Chi Sao. Okay? Right there, 2 seconds. Okay? And then he has my hand. So we call bottom hand's covered, top hand strike. Hook style, down right across the chin. Okay? Right across the chin here. Here across the face, across the neck, the chin, right? Every movement is a movement to distract or to hurt. That's the difference between Wing Chun that we like in our system. Okay? So based on that, we teach people how to be able to connect, conform, and control. Boom, 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 bam, okay? Break the leg, okay? So it looks pretty, right? But it's very effective.
You're welcome. Thank you, Bill. Cool. So all my students are going to come up, the ones who's here. And I have Matthew, Joe, I have Marcus, I have Remy, I have Ernesto, and I have Andre, who is sick. And he's sick. He's sick. Okay. And wifey, wherever she is, where's she at work? This is my wifey. She's been working with me now for about 3 years. Okay. And wifey is has bad kidneys, and she's on dialysis, but she still works out with me almost 3-4 times a week. And I'm really proud of her, man. I'm really proud of her because we almost lost her last year, and she's been hanging in there. And I let her kick my butt, so don't get it wrong now. I let her kick my butt. She don't get it for free. I let her kick my behind. Okay, but anyway, we're going to do a demonstration. We're gonna do is what I teach them to about control, right? And I teach them about how to understand the way the martial art works in the Wing Chun system. So we already did Siu Nim Tau. You've seen Ernesto do that. But each one of them is going to do, not each of them, but they're supposed to have the nunchucks together. All right, now they don't. I'm not a nunchuck. I'm a nunchuck person, but Wing Chun is not a nunchuck martial arts. But to understand the way the wrists move, the nunchucks work. And so I base that on showing them the nunchucks. So if you guys bring your nunchucks, you bring. I brought some. Remy is going to do the nunchucks. Just take a step forward, please, and spread away from each other because I don't want y'all knocking each other side the head. Okay.
And it just is just a short form of the nunchucks and how they swing it. Okay? Now, better yet, that's 2 weeks. All right? Give it up. Now, if y'all want to get the nunchucks to Matt, did you do it yet? Okay, then Marcus, you want to go for it? Switch nunchucks with. Now, this is just a few weeks. Cool, give it up. So, this is Jonathan. Jonathan's been with me for about 3 years now. Of course, I know he looks like Jeremiah Johnson, but that's okay. You know, he's still a student. He's going to swing the nunchucks. And this is just a 1 month. All right, let's give it up. Now, each and every one of them is going to break a board real quick for the first time. Matt already did his, okay? Joe's going to do his, Vanessa's going to do his. Everybody else is going to break a board for the first time. Now, I'm not going to put it on Remy, okay? I'll let him slide this time, okay? But everyone else is going to break a board. I want you to hold it. Right? Now this is a 1 inch. Alright? So they're breaking this based on 1 inch, okay? And they have to use a hip power as much as possible for the first time. Hip power. Give it up. Oh. Hey, whatever hand you can hit it with, as long as you break it. All right. And Marcus. Now these boards not cheap. Be like $35 just for that 10 boards. Get it up. Now this is a 1 inch punch, so this is equivalent of breaking a man's jaw. Honey, are you game? Are you sure? Come on, give it a try. Come on, give it a try. All right. Use some power, okay? Use some power in their hands. You gotta pull back, pull back.
Ooh,
Come on, baby. A little more power. One more time. You got hit it hard. Hit it hard. Go through it. Don't think. Yeah! That's what I'm talking about. Kick butt, take names. Yeah, she keeping that one. She don't tip us over there. Bill said, dang, girl, come on. He did like this. He cheated. But 1 inch, he did it 5 inches. It's on, hold it for Jonathan. Inch. There you go. So when you put them all to shame, that's a real one. That's a real one. Okay, so that's basically my class session that I usually have. And we practice private lessons. Each one of them are individually I work with during a weekly period of time. And I really praise God for my guys. And like I said, Bill and I, we're going to be working on doing some open tournaments next year. And hopefully we get a lot of people to come out how to control energy, how to redirect energy. Now this is what we call the center line theory. They're trying to protect their center line in the body. He's trying to destroy it, and he's trying to protect it. So this is all under control. We're not trying to knock each other's head off. They're trying to hit the body. They might slap their head, but they're trying to hit the body. Every time he comes in, he wants to try to take his center line from him. But he tries to block and attack at the same time to have it under control. Sometimes he get a punch in, sometimes he don't get a punch in. Sometimes he grabs his hand. Now this is a street fight. We make contact. Okay, good. I want you to switch off now. So, Matt, you're going to go with, there you go. So now you understand a different part of energy. One had energy was strong, one that was weaker. Now they're going to switch off. So every time Jonathan comes in, Matt tries to stop him. And when Matt tries to go in, Jonathan tries to stop him. And it's understanding how to turn. See how he locked his legs? I see. That's the third part of the chi style that we get into is called chi ger, is we attack the legs. But right now we just attacked in the center. I mean, this could get really brutal when you break the line of the body. You break the arms, you break the legs, you break the neck. But we try to keep it under control and just go into the center, just the straight center.
Yeah. Let's do that one more time.
So this is a basic starting of the Chi Sao system, what I teach. Good, thank you, John. Guys, thank you. All right, let's give it up.